Hey guys, it's Dr. Robotnik64, and this is a video for a game called PARSEC47. So basically what this game is that it's an indie shoot-'em-up game with retro-style graphics. However, even though it has retro-style graphics, it's actually not a game from GameJolt. But I'll tell you where you can download this game later on in the video. Now, this is actually a pretty interesting shoot-'em-up game, and it's kind of unique as well. So here's some actual gameplay. So as you can see, you're in control of a ship, and you have to destroy other ships that are trying to destroy you, so pretty straightforward. Now the thing about your ship is that, as you can see, your ship appears to have a red dot in the center. Now, the other ships are shooting bullets at you. Now the thing is, though, is that the bullets can only hit the center of your ship. It can't hit any other parts of it. So for instance, if a bullet hits the side of your ship, it'll just phase right through it. So as long as you can keep the center of your ship away from the bullets, you're okay. It actually kind of reminds me a bit of Tauhou in the sense that bullets can't hit you unless they hit the center of your character, so it's kind of similar to that. Now in this game there are 4 difficulties you can choose from: practice, easy, hard, and extreme, practice being the easiest one. Now in each difficulty there are levels, and I believe there's actually infinite levels in every single difficulty. Basically, all the levels in each difficulty are randomly generated, which means if you decide to play on that difficulty again, like practice for instance, some of the enemy placements might not be the same. So when playing through level 1 on practice mode, if you decide to play level 1 again, it might not appear the same. Some of the enemies might be different. And I believe which level you're at is indicated by that number over there in the top right hand corner of the screen. It actually says 7 because, well, it's sideways, so just in case you couldn't read that. And now I'm at level 8. So you progress through the levels quite quickly. And as you get to higher levels, the game becomes more difficult, of course. And every 5 levels you complete, there will be sort of like a mini-boss that you have to defeat in order to continue on. The mini-bosses, I believe, are also randomly generated, so they might not be the same every time you play through that level. Now these green things, as you can see flying around the screen, you can basically collect these things for points, and if you get enough points, you'll get an extra life. So here's one of those said mini-bosses. So basically, avoid all the bullets, just make sure that they don't hit the center of your ship and you'll be fine. So I might as well go over the controls now while I'm doing this, and as you can see, the bullets will disappear after a little while, so that's also good. You can also take out the wings in the mini-boss as well, makes it a bit easier to defeat. So anyway, here are the controls. You use the arrow keys to move around, the W, A, S, and D keys do not work. You use the Z key to fire, and as you can see, you fire a whole lot of bullets. You can also press the X key on your keyboard to do sort of like a charge-up attack almost, I guess kind of like a laser attack, I'm really not sure. Another thing I forgot to mention, apparently for whatever reason the music changes every 10 levels, I'm not entirely sure why. So now we're going to normal mode here. Now every 10 levels you complete, you can actually start back on the 11th level, so yeah, and basically you can do that every 10 levels. So once you get to level 21, if you lose all your lives, you can start back from level 21, basically. If you make it to level 31, you can start back from level 31. If you don't make it to level 31, however, and you lose all your lives, you have to start back from level 21. So as you can see, there's a bit more enemies here and more bullets, obviously, so now we've reached level 5, so here's a mini-boss then. This one's not really too easy to defeat. He shoots those triangle-shaped bullets at you, but they're pretty easy to dodge, so. The only time it's really difficult to dodge bullets is when they fire bullets in all directions. That's when it kind of becomes difficult to, like, dodge them because you can't really predict where they're going exactly. But anyway, we defeated the mini-boss, so he just explodes into a bunch of lions, and then the next level starts. And after a little while, I've made it to level 20. So once again, yeah, see, this is basically where it becomes difficult because they're going around in all directions, so it's very hard to avoid them. But if they don't hit the center, then you're fine. Other than that, this boss is not really too difficult to defeat, so yeah. So basically, as you can see, the bullets are like grouped in pairs, so they're kind of easy to avoid that way. So here's basically when the amount of bullets being fired at you starts getting a bit ridiculous. So as you can see, I'm at level 21, well I'm already at level 22 now. As you can see, there's a lot of bullets being fired at me now, but basically, just avoid the center. So as you can see, it looked as though I was going to die there, but I didn't because they didn't hit the center. So even when it looks as though you're in a predicament, since the bullets can't actually hit other parts of your ship and just the center, you can pull off some pretty amazing pro-dodging moves in this game. Well, that was obviously not a pro-dodge move. I'm still playing on normal mode, by the way, so this is normal mode level 24. Now look at this. Well, I died. So yeah, once you get around the level 20s, that's when the amount of bullets being fired start getting kind of ridiculous, so. Now another thing you can do on the main menu is that you can basically see like a preview of that difficulty, just to give you like a idea of how hard the difficulty actually will be if you decide to play it. Here's the hardest difficulty, which is extreme. So as you can see, not really too threatening at first, but then look at what happens here. There's basically, like, bullets just filling the entire screen, for goodness sakes, flying in all directions. How the heck is somebody able to avoid that? I have no idea, but apparently some people can. I don't know how, but just remember, as long as they don't hit the center of your ship, you're fine. Everything else just phases right through your ship. And to tell you the truth, that's pretty much all I have to say about PARSEC47, so it's a pretty interesting indie shoot-'em-up game. Kinda similar to Tauhou in a way, because, like, with all the crazy bullets flying everywhere, I mean, look at that, for goodness sakes, that's kinda ridiculous. And the fact that they can only hit the center of your ship, so... But yeah, so it's a pretty interesting game. I don't think it's a very new game. In fact, it's not new at all. I think it was released in, like, 2003, I think? I don't know, I'm just basing that on the date the game's files were last modified, so... which was around 2003, 2004, it says, so... But yeah, it's a pretty interesting game. If you want to download, the link's in the description. It's not a game on Game Jolt, it's actually on... It's actually a Japanese game. It was made in Japan, so... But yeah, links in the description. So that's pretty much it for PARSEC47 then. So this is Dr. Robotnik64. Thank you for watching. If you want, feel free to like or favorite this video, or maybe subscribe. And also feel free to follow me on Twitter, as I post alerts about videos I've recently uploaded to there. The link to my Twitter account's in the description of all my videos, including this one. So yeah, and I really have to learn how to say Twitter better. Jeez. Anyway, that's it for now, so I'll see you guys in the next video I make. Later.